What an ad read, Pilsy.
Woo! All right, we're back.
You're a monster with the ad reads.
It's what we do. It's what we do. We just did episode 908, and we got a couple ad reads each.
2 ad reads in there.
Each episode. So we've had some practice. Now, everyone, appreciate our guy Joe Bell saying smash the like button. Appreciate all 179 of you here in the chat. As always, every single postcast presented by the Glebe Central Pub. We're going to do our Sens Central standouts. Martian, I've got my guy figured out here. Do you need some time to figure out yours, or do you want me to start things off here? How do you, as the guest here, I'll allow you to pick the order.
I would hate to take your one guy though that you've chosen. I mean, I don't know if you were paying attention to the chat with the producer on the side here, but they've kind of been picked out. But
okay.
I was leaving one for you there, but you go ahead, Pilsy. You go first.
All right. Well, here we go. I'm gonna take the low hanging fruit. I thought Korpisalo had a great game. I mean, hashtag goalie friendly show. Like
Pilsy, that wasn't low hanging fruit. That fruit was on the ground.
And it was shined and put in a bowl and sliced up. It's ready to go. But I feel like I always come to the defense of goalies, and Martian, you love giving it to me in the chat when I say, Corpy played good. And you're like, he let in 5 goals and they lost. Well, this time he only let in 3 goals on 38 shots. I really thought that there was lots of highlight reel saves. What I find that Corpy does really well, Martian, is he's really good down low. Like I find like those cross ice passes, he's able to make a good first save. Corpy, I will say, once that rebound comes in, the percentage he's able to stop it goes down big time. Like obviously most goalies that's going to happen, but Corpy especially struggles with the rebound. But when it comes to that first save, having to slide across to make that pad save, he's been very good. And I didn't really think any of those 3 goals were particularly his fault. And I thought he kept them in this game much more than they deserved here. So Joonas Korpisalo, my Sens Central standout, presented by the Glebe Central Pub.
Yeah, great job, Pilsy, and I completely agree with you. That was a great pick for the standout there. And I'm gonna go with Josh Norris. You know, he's doing his thing out there. Josh Norris, he's shooting the puck, which I love to see. He had 4 shots on goal tonight. Obviously, he had that goal as well. When Josh Norris is lighting the lamp, he's playing his game, and that's what he's put on this earth to do, is do exactly that. And obviously, I mean, Pilsy, they were pointing it out. He's still playing through something here. I don't think he's completely healthy. Like, I don't know if you saw it, the way he was leaning over on the bench and like tucking his arm in a certain way. It was a little concerning, especially with the other injuries they have here. And they need him right now more than ever, especially if Ridley Gregg's going to be out for any extended period of time here. So for me, Josh Norris, gritting it out, get this guy a beer. He's got, he did his thing out there tonight. So I think Josh Norris, only 35% in the dot. Obviously, that's a concern. But again, we talked about the 3 big centermen that LA has, and for me, losing to those guys is it's not okay, but it is what it is. You know, they're good.
Yeah, that's the thing, especially when you lose Ridley Gregg and Mark Haslick early here. It really makes things tough to stay in the game when you're down early as well. Yeah, I agree, Martian. I thought Norris had a decent game, but if he ends up getting injured again here, because with Norris, like if he gets hurt, it's not going to be like a game or 2. It's going to be probably something serious, and then this team is in trouble. I mean,
don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on me.
Martian, I don't want to, but the hockey gods just have decided that every November they're going to put as much bad karma onto the Sens as possible, and then maybe try to give it back to them in March after the trade deadline's over and they're already out of it.
Yeah, well, we're very early in November here, so hopefully they're able to figure this thing out, because we know what's happened the last 2 years in November, and it is terrible. So,
Danny Fishing, we are not spinning the draft lottery wheel. We're not doing it. I won't do it. I refuse.
Although we are last in the Atlantic Division, if I'm not mistaken.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Ali Dez says, thoughts on Matim Palo? Martian, you got any pressing thoughts on Matim Palo in the 12 total minutes he's played?
I really don't, because he played under 7 minutes. I if I'm going to be completely honest, I saw 33 out there probably twice that I noticed. So He didn't really. I mean, I guess that's kind of in a way a good thing for him if he's not out there for any goals against, except for he was. That's the thing about that. Matt Palo, I don't know if he's completely an NHL player, but he wasn't terrible. Like, it's not like he had some big giveaway.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and I mean, he's hardly being given enough ice time to make an impact negatively or positively. So, look, if Matt Pal is going to be a guy that's going to play on the third pair for, a couple games here and there, that's fine. That's fine by me. We got another question here. Martian, if you were the owners of the Sens, who would you hire for Sens new GM, Ross or Pilsy?
This is a funny question. I think I'm gonna go with. I think I gotta go with Pilsy here on this one.
Yeah.
I mean,
huge.
Pilsy is extremely reliable. He's a great communicator. He's very level-headed. Pilsy is sensitive to other people's feelings. Pilsy is in a way a leader. I feel like even when he doesn't try to assume a leadership role, he comes across to me as a leader. So for me, and Pilsy's not going to do anything irrational. And I feel like if you get Ross too hot, things might get a little sideways. So in the media, I think Pilsy would be the better choice for the Sens GM. Sorry, Ross, if you were here to defend yourself, that'd be one thing, but you're not. So I'm going Pilsy, baby.
All right. Well, hey, I'll take the tire pump. Maybe we'll have to put a poll out and see how that goes. If the Sens are interested in hiring me, I will allow it. Like I'll take the call. That's for sure. Maybe I'll get a 2.5-hour interview like Simmer did a little while ago that he was not. But
okay.
This is so tough, Martian, because I really thought the Sens could get a win here. We could sweep all that bad publicity under the rug and move on to this weekend with a positive mindset. How demoralizing is this loss for the Senators? I mean, not only Steve Stais and Michael Andlauer, who have had to face the music that they're not responsible for, but now the team on the ice doesn't get it done here too. This wasn't a must-win game or anything like that, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice.
I hope it's not too demoralizing. Like you can't look at it that way if you're those guys. You have to be looking at this as you got to be pissed off first of all, because things are just not going your way all over the place, and you got to be mad about that. So play mad, channel that energy, and go out and do what you can with the guys you got. Like there's no, like you said, Pilsy, there's not really any excuses. I don't think the team having all these injuries is going to play as an excuse for a guy like DJ Smith if the team doesn't perform. The injuries are not an excuse that are going to get him out of that. If we go through 20 games of efforts like this where they get dominated in the first and go down and they can't come back, and that's been an early theme here for this team is they're getting off the tough starts, and so that kind of thing is not going to protect DJ Smith from basically what you can call almost the inevitable with unless they have massive success, he's pretty much, he's lame duck right now. So the team has to win games. So they got to be looking at it. If they want to, play for their coach and play hard, they have to do that. That's the only thing they can do.
That's the thing. You said it. Like if these guys really want DJ to stick around, they're going to have to turn the ship around, whether there's injuries or not, because they've heard it on the Locked On Senators podcast. It's playoffs or bust.